with Friends Podcast.
Welcome to Crashing with Friends. My name is Kyle Hobbs, your host. This week I'm joined by Jackson Brayman.
What up?
Connor Hobbs.
Here we go.
David Lindsay.
Yo.
And our guest, Charles Martin.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
What's up? Charles, did you know that you share a name with the voice actor for Mario? Charles Martinet.
I did not know that.
Can we get your best Mario impression real quick?
Give us it's a me.
It's a me. It's more like
You turn it up an octave.
Italian Mario. It's like
Can we get a woohoo from you?
I don't think I can get it.
Or the speed running version.
Oh, man. Well, Charles, it's really good to have you on this week, man.
Thanks.
We've been trying to get you on for several weeks. We keep canceling because either I'm sick, David's sick, winter storm, something happening. So I'm glad we got you on, man.
Yeah, totally understand.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, this is the first podcast I've ever been on. So it's pretty cool, man.
Thank you.
Coincidentally,
Is that why you're
this
not-
is our first podcast we've ever been on, too. So.
Right.
Yeah. Probably gonna stay that way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking to feat on another podcast at some point, you know, at FEAT dot.
Oh, you're not
know,
looking at
okay.
feet on another
You know how
podcast?
it's like Rihanna feet Drake or something like that. I'm looking
Right.
at feet.
You review
sometime.
feet.
Yeah.
Like women's feet.
I mean, I could probably rate women's feet if that was something people were interested in, but I wouldn't really be.
I think they are. So I mean,
All right, so ladies, if you want to send your feet pics in to crashingwithfriends@gmail.com.
Jackson would be more than happy to
I'll rate
rate them.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jackson just asked for him. So I mean,
I don't think
Jackson
I
Ray.
asked for him.
It's
I
gonna be.
said I was looking 2 feet.
Oh, okay.
I wanted 2 feet.
You wanted to look at 2
We can
feet.
get you 2 feet, Jack. Understand what's going on
Ladies,
here.
send both feet.
well, it doesn't matter anyway. So
So how was your guys' week?
Can't complain, man.
Yeah? Did you guys do anything crazy?
Well, Monday, I thought I broke my toe getting out of the shower. So that was just a terrible experience. So the last few days, it's gotten a lot better. I don't think it's broken. I just think I stubbed the crap out of it. It like got super bruised, soaked it, kept it elevated and stuff like that. And at this point, I'm walking on it fine. Trying not to really like hit it on anything, but compared to Monday, I'm doing a lot better there. Thursday, I got my last 2 wisdom teeth taken out, so it really hurts to laugh and smile. So this is gonna suck. 'Cause so far, just in the beginning, it's kind of hurting, but glad to get those out. You know, it's been a long time coming.
So, how does stubbing your toe getting out of the shower compare to kicking yourself in the balls getting out of the shower?
Yeah, David asked me this, and it was definitely stubbing the toe, man. Like, it was different, you know. I like whenever I broke my.
So you instantly feel it in your stomach when you stub your toe?
It was like I don't know, man. When I kicked myself in the balls, it wasn't like the worst pain ever. It like definitely sucked.
It was
but-
more like a grazing of the balls to where it wasn't like a full kick.
right. Yeah, it was like I tapped it, you know.
You're playing hacky sack with your heel. I got your heel. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Keyhole?
And like
hurts
stubbing,
so bad sometimes.
it does. But stubbing the toe, man, it, like I knew I didn't like break it, or at least I thought I didn't break it until like it got worse throughout the day and started bruising. And I'm like, oh crap, maybe I did break it. But like whenever I broke my fingertip in my car door like a couple years ago, when that happened, it was like I instantly felt it. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt that bone break. You know. And with the toe, it like. I definitely had that fuck me, oh, you know, like, and then like I was
Fuck me!
that's my go-to whenever I hurt myself. It's always fuck me, man. Yeah, I was feeling the toe, feeling the joint and everything. I'm like, I don't think it's broken, but it hurts like a son of a bitch. And I was in a hurry because I was kind of running late, so I had to get dressed. But Yeah, just super thankful that I don't think it's broken, you know.
Dude,
But yeah.
there's something about stubbing a toe, man. Like the instant it happens, there's just nothing you can do. Like you do the weirdest shit too. Like sometimes I'll just like lay flat, my body pressed up against like a wall, and just be like, oh, like, you know,
what you
like
do.
or just like grab the side of the couch and like go to your knees, you know, like it's the awkwardest thing, man. There's nothing you can do. You just
I
gotta
usually
sit
do
through it.
like an Elaine dancing thing from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, my body's just jerking in like random positions. You think I was like going into like I don't know, I was getting possessed or some shit.
Yeah. Dude, you guys don't have like pull up videos and stuff, huh?
Nah, I'll actually like to get to that point, but we're all audio at this point.
Oh, gotcha. I was about to say those bass lines from Seinfeld, dude. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yo.
I think we could probably get to that evolution in the podcast where we start doing like sound drops and stuff like that.
you don't have anybody to be like, look that up and stuff.
No.
Do you?
Not at this time.
We're all that guy right now.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. My son's only 9. When he gets 10,
Yeah, he could run that shit.
he could run it. Yeah.
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 Yeah, kids probably be really good at it because that's what they do anyways.
Yeah.
Look at videos and
As soon as he hits 10, we're going to have him on the computer hitting all the sound drops of like, eat ass, stuff like that.
He's just gonna spam it.
Yeah.
yeah, the whole time. Just,
Eat ass, eat ass.
He's gonna be sitting in the corner with like headphones, like bobbing his head the whole podcast. Like,
It's some fire shit.
I started running again, and like, cause I like to run consistently, but I've found over the years that if I don't have a goal set, I'll stop. So I decided that I'm gonna run the Tornado Memorial half marathon on the 22nd. So it's like 13 and a half miles or something like that.
Of this month?
May.
May?
Yeah. So I've got a 12-week train up schedule. So I'm gonna be clocking like 15 to 20 miles. And actually, on the last couple weeks, it'll be like 30 miles of running a week. It's pretty crazy.
What's going to be your like goal time? Do you know? Just finishing or?
I want to finish in like sub 2. But honestly, sub 2 is not that fast. That's just like, I'm trying to set my expectations low. So if I say I want to like bust a 130 or something, and then I do like a 145 or 150, I'm going to be disappointed. But I just do like sub 2 hour. I'll feel pretty good about it. So
Do you use that app that like tracks your progress, like where you run and stuff like that?
yeah, I use Runkeeper because my brother Isaac, he lives in New Mexico and he uses it too. And every time you run, if you're friends with people on there, it updates a feed like Facebook. Like it'll say you ran this much distance in this amount of time or whatever. And so like it kind of keeps us accountable too, because we'll get notifications. It'll be like Isaac ran 3.5 miles today, and I'm like, shit, I got to run tomorrow. And
it's
so
like competitive.
yeah, we'll like text each other and be like, I saw your run, bro.
Hell yeah.
So
That's good.
but my legs were killing me this week because I started Tuesday and I ran 2 miles Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And on Thursday, I was like, I could barely get out of bed. And I was like, I should probably take a break. But then I was in the gym anyway, and I was lifting, and I was like, saw the treadmill, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to run. So I was like, I think at the top of the first mile, my legs just went numb. And I finished out the second mile. So, but then I woke up yesterday, which would be Friday, and they were fine, which is weird because I was like afraid I was going to tear my quads or my calves or something. But
Right.
Then you didn't feel anything the next day.
they were like still a little residual sore from like Wednesday, but there was nothing from Thursday. So
That's cool.
yeah, man, it's going to be a struggle. All my distance runs are on Saturday. So like the day before or 2 days before the actual run's going to be a 12 mile, which is going to suck, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen online of this guy, like he like kind of tracks on a map like what he runs, but he does this thing to where he runs like a certain I don't know what they call it, like kind of like a certain route.
Mm-hmm.
And in doing so, he'll like create a picture on a GPS map, and he's like done a dick. He's done like I forget what they call them, like the invaders or whatever from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
The Space Guitars guys?
Yeah, Space Guitars guys.
The Moonanites.
Moonanites, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
But he's done so many different like pictures. He's like, I'll drive to this location. This is gonna be the starting point.
That's pretty cool.
Good for him, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should try that out, David. Do some dicks.
Yeah. Well, dude, the one thing is like the last time I tried to do this,
Bro, he
Yeah.
ran the longest dick.
I'll do. His dick was like 10 miles.
He didn't think he's gonna make it, but there at the end, he pushed through. Like,
He wrapped up the second ball right at noon. No, the one thing though is that like last time I tried to do this, I think I made it 7 or 8 weeks into train up for the Bass Pro half marathon. That was like 2 or 3 years ago, and I wasn't drinking the whole time because if I drink, I'm not gonna run the next day. I know that for a fact.
Right.
So, and plus it's tons of carbs, like it dehydrates you. So I just wasn't drinking at all, which is what I'm gonna have to do this time. But like we went to like the cabin in Branson with my whole family, and I ended up getting like plastered one night, and I was supposed to run like 6 miles the next day, and I just didn't do it. And it threw off all my motivation and all of my like momentum, and I just stopped practicing. So that's
Now we're gonna keep you accountable, dude.
yeah.
Friendship.
That Bass
Friendship.
Pro Marathon. Do you have to like dress up as a fisherman or a hunter?
yeah, what's up with the Bass Pro? Is it? There's got to be something about it.
You just have to run with a fishing pole.
Yeah,
You get
dude.
chased by like a pack of bears or something.
Right.
Then
No,
you release a whole bunch of like moose.
I don't think so.
That'd be kind of cool, right? I mean, or like bulls or something, you know? Nah, not that. That's crazy.
It's the one time a year where they gather up a bunch of bucks, and then it's like, all right, now the bucks are on attack. You got to run away from the bucks.
Yeah. And they're horny, David.
Oh, they just gotta spray you with that scent.
It's like Jackson's spirit horses running after you. God.
Well, I hope you keep at it, David.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, dude. We're all gonna be like, "Did you run today?" And so
Yep.
I didn't, but I'm.
Yeah, I ran.
Did you run outside at all when it was nice this week? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only treadmill day I had was Thursday, and I ran this morning, dude. I ran 3 miles this morning, and dude, it was so freaking cold, bro. Like the breeze, like when I got home, my neck was numb on the right side, my face was numb, like my stomach was super cold, and I was wearing like a thermal shirt under a hoodie with a beanie on, my hood up, sweatpants, like the whole 9 yards, dude.
It was like 20 degrees this morning, right?
Yeah, and the wind was blowing like north, so I was running like west down 4th on my way back, so I was getting all the wind on my right side, dude. And like my neck started to hurt, and I'm like, what the hell? And I put my hand up there, and my neck was just freezing cold. It's like, shit, I need to get home.
Damn.
So, yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna be keeping you accountable every week, bro. Progress reports every
Sweet.
week now on the podcast. We're getting you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely wanted to run this week. If it wasn't for my toe, I would have.
Oh, yeah,
Because it was
dude,
like in the
for sure.
60s.
Yeah.
That's perfect weather to go run. No wind.
I'm lucky that like right behind my house there's that freaking there's that trail.
Yeah,
And then
dude.
it connects to that freaking dog park over there that's a huge circle. And then it connects to this other big circle right over here across the street that's a huge like walking
Yeah.
park. I
Yeah,
just
it's
need to
pretty
start
sick.
doing that, man. Give me some motivation, David.
Yeah, bro, I burned like almost 370 calories this morning.
Dang, bro.
Yeah. It's pretty nuts.
It's power right there.
Yeah, but then I'm burning like 300 to 500 in the gym like every day of the week. So I'm starting to get hungry like a lot. I'm sure Connor, you can probably relate.
Oh, yeah.
And like really tired really early, as opposed to like I used to not get tired till like midnight.
Wow. I'll start calling Connor Muscle Shark and you Muscle Hamster.
You boys ain't snorting that creatine, are you?
Taurine.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, or whatever it is.
I don't do that pre-workout shit though, man. That stuff scares me.
I cut my creatine with the taurine.
It's laced.
All I'm doing is protein shakes and a lot of peanut butter.
Nice.
In addition to what I normally eat. You know.
Peanut butter's good.
You got it,
It's
bro?
not
Yeah,
really
yeah,
that
it's
good when
good.
you're eating it all the time.
It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, otherwise, dude, I've been playing a lot of Rainbow Six, man, with Kyle and Jack.
Yep.
It's been pretty
Been a lot
fun.
of fun, man.
Being real tactical.
Got a lot of ups and downs. Kyle got his first team wipe last night.
Yeah.
Killed the whole team.
It's pretty awesome.
Big dick energy.
Yeah.
I was. Go ahead.
No, you.
Oh, I was gonna say I was gonna play Lost Ark when it came out yesterday, but we ended up playing Rainbow. And then I woke up this morning and I was going to play it, and I realized Steam does this thing now where they used to they would throttle your speed to match your hard drive throughput. So like if you had like an NVMe or an M.2 drive and you had really fast internet, you'd be fine. But I've got an external USB hard drive that only has like, I think it's like 25, it's up to like 30 megabytes per second throughput, but my download speeds are higher than that. So I don't know how it works, but somehow I downloaded like 50 gigabytes worth of shit, but I only put through 20 to my hard drive. So this morning I woke up and was like, oh, my download's at like 95%, man. I'll just download the rest of it and I'll play. But I had to sit there and wait for all that data to go through to my hard drive.
Well, that's
and
crazy.
it took like an hour and a half. So I didn't get to play it at all, but I really want to play Lost Ark. Looks pretty good.
Interesting.
That was my week.
Cool. Charles, how was your week, bro?
Oh, it was pretty good. Just I just worked a whole bunch and like I lifted some stuff yesterday and my back kind of was like,
Really?
I mean, it's fine.
Just muscle related, or
I don't know, dude. I mean, it really doesn't hurt today, so probably like muscle or something. I mean,
yeah.
if you boys ever come across that creatine,
I've got something that'll just give you the edge. Something that'll push you over the top.
This one thing you got to stay on top of though is drinking a shit ton of water all the time, dude.
Yeah.
especially during the wintertime.
Yeah, I'm drinking probably like 2 liters a day, and sometimes I still piss yellow. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
after like
right.
long ass runs.
Like during the summertime, I drink a bunch of water because like working outside and stuff. But even then, sometimes you piss really yellow.
Yeah.
So you're like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah, especially in the summer, man.
It's hard to drink enough water during the wintertime, I think.
Yeah.
For me, because you're not that thirsty or whatever.
Right.
Summertime, you're like, fuck yeah, dude. Just like,
Yeah, dude.
it's so hot.
It's one thing I love about my youngest son, dude. That kid just like puts water back, bro. Like he's like, I need a drink, and I'll give him like a bottle of water, dude. He'll chug like half the thing, and he's like almost 3. I'm like, all right, dude. My daughter doesn't drink shit.
Water's my main drink, man. It's my
Yeah.
go-to.
Yeah, my son drinks a bunch of water, and he like eats little ice cubes sometimes, like
Yeah.
all the crushed ice. Just like eat that shit. It's funny.
Yeah, I got that. I got that Xbox mini fridge, and
The what? Xbox
it
mini
looks like a series. Like, so the Series X kind of already looks like a mini fridge, and everybody was making fun of it when it came out. And so Xbox was like, "Oh, you're gonna make fun of it? All right, we'll make an actual mini fridge that looks just like the Series X."
I gotta look this up.
So
I gotta look this up. This is sweet.
it's fucking sweet, dude.
It's kind of funny.
And they're like pretty pricey used. And I saw them
really?
at Target the other day. Yeah, like what are they going for? Well, that's
This one here?
That's a Series X. No, like that right there. That wasn't one.
That's pretty sick, dude.
Yeah, but
That's sick.
I saw it at Target for 100, and like I looked them up on eBay, and they were all going for like 180. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I can pick it up. So, and like when I wasn't running, and Mandy and I were just whatever, we always get sodas from Come and Go when we're watching TV and playing games and shit, and it's like every other day almost, like the big fat Dr. Peppers and shit. So I'm like, well, it'd be cheaper if I just bought a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper, and so I just bought a 12-pack, and we were putting them in. I put them in the mini fridge so my kids didn't get in the fridge and get them, and we were drinking them, and then I started running, and I'm like, man, I should really stop drinking soda. And so we finished them off a couple nights ago, and I'm just gonna put like those little mini body armors in there, just so that I can have one. Like if I want a flavored drink, I've got that, and then it's also gonna be like my post-run electrolyte, you know. So the half marathon, dude, that shit's scary because like you're out there for a while, and you're burning a shit ton of calories and losing a lot of water. So I'm gonna have to get one of those like thin collapsible water bottles. Have you ever seen those? Mm-hmm. That holds like a liter, and then I'm gonna have to like bring a backpack with like probably a couple protein granola bars or something in there, like just to eat on the run, so I don't lose like energy.
You ever thought about getting one of those like Camelback thing?
Yeah, I got one from the military still. I just
Okay.
need to put some chlorine tabs in there and get it cleaned out, because it's probably pretty raunchy at this point.
Yeah.
All right, so before we go any further, we had a correction from last week.
Oh yeah, the bride from Kill Bill Volume 1 fights the crazy 88, not the crazy 99.
All right, and Charles, do you have any crazy stories where you've crashed or ate it hard?
There was one time I had this dude. He had a 4-wheeler there was like a bunch of us, and there was a skateboard.
No.
You got me. It was like way out in the middle of nowhere. I don't even know where it was. And like I was going really fast and like I had the speed wobbles and wrecked and shit and like skinned up my like shoulders and stuff. Like I was like rolled and all kinds of shit. It was crazy.
So you're sketching on the back of the 4-wheeler on your skateboard?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I think I was just holding on to the back of it.
Were you going down a hill or are you just on a flat road?
It was like a flat road.
Oh my
How
god.
fast do you think you were going
Yeah.
before you slipped?
Dude, I don't know.
It had to have
Probably
been like
Were you going faster than full sprint?
Oh, for sure. For sure, dude. There's no way. It was probably, so that's probably like, what's the fastest man on Earth or whatever he's ever ran? Like 20 miles an hour? Usain Bolt or something?
I don't know, dude.
Oh, come on now.
I was gonna say when we'd bomb that valley hill, dude, we at least hit 15, easy. Oh yeah.
I feel like I was probably going faster than that. I felt like it's hard to judge because when you just like stand on a skateboard from being in a car, I guess.
So Bolt reached a top speed of 27.33 miles per hour.
Holy crap!
That is fast.
Can you imagine how many times he fell practicing and just like ate it, dude?
That's too fast for like a school zone.
Dude, for real, man.
It really is. There's no. I mean, that's,
Right.
Did you guys ever try to like race cars that drove by when you were a kid?
Oh, duh.
Oh yeah.
dude, I do that on the way
trailer
over
park.
here.
Yeah.
When me and Connor were little, we would watch the UPS guy drop off packages and then run and get onto the back of the UPS truck.
Right.
And we were like at least like
Or-
5?
Crap,
5
yeah.
and 4.
Oh my god,
And
dude.
I remember one time specifically, the UPS driver realized we were doing it and got off and got onto us and then told our mom, and it was not a good time.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We're pretty ballsy though.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
All right, continue.
Me?
Yes.
More.
More.
Oh yeah, we flipped that car. That was probably the craziest thing ever.
Elaborate.
We're just going. Oh, somebody else was driving, Justin, and we were like 15 or 16 or something. I guess he must have been 16, but he was going just really fast around one of those curves out there between like Neosho and Joplin. These old highways or whatever.
The Gateway?
He had like one of those
Well,
like
it's
trail.
like west of Gateway, or
Like on Iris?
Oh, but like on your
kind of more on Iris or something like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Didn't he have like a
Somewhere
Jeep
out
Cherokee or something like that?
Yeah, I think it was like a Toyota 4Runner.
Yeah.
Which
It was
I kind of
something-
like those cars, but then
Yeah,
I was
they're
like,
cool.
man, but I don't know. It did flip like 5 times and we didn't like die. So, I mean,
You guys were all buckled in.
dang.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Which was weird because usually it didn't do that. But I think before that I could tell he was kind of like maybe, back then not maybe the best driver or whatever. So,
Right.
Yeah.
sometimes
Just in
you're
case.
like,
Like one of the things like about that crash though is you had your guitar with you during that time, and I think Justin opted to like let you put that guitar in a case, but you're just like, nah, man, it'll be fine.
Right.
Then it ended up getting destroyed in that crash.
it did get broken, but then we fixed it though.
You think?
Dude,
Yeah,
remember-
that's true. But didn't his dad also like buy you a guitar, like as like a way of like saying like, hey, like don't sue me. I'm a lawyer. I know how these things go. Please don't sue me. I'm gonna buy you a guitar.
I don't think.
Yeah, but he signed an NDA, so no.
I don't think he bought me a guitar.
Huh.
Maybe.
I could have swore that you got that webbed Ibanez, the one that had like the deep fretted stuff or the grooved frets. Yeah,
dude.
that's it.
Maybe that did have something to do with that. I don't know. I don't really remember. If you remember, then yeah. I don't know, dude.
It was a crazy time around that time.
That was because but that guitar was sick, dude. But dude, remember we fixed that, or like somebody glued it together, the neck back on there,
Yeah.
and then I took it to some dude. I thought it was like your uncle or something had a guitar shop or something up here, and he was fixing it, and then the tornado hit, and it got destroyed
Wow,
in the tornado,
dude.
Wow.
Was that
Yeah.
big? Was that a Big Don's?
Yeah, no,
No,
that
Big
was,
Don's didn't get
that was
Was it
my
like-
Uncle William. He had like a small, very small guitar shop that was pretty much at a house. You know?
Okay.
It was out by you know where Speedy Burrito is?
Mm-hmm.
It was really close to like out there.
Okay.
Was it? I thought it was over by like where Taco Bell is and stuff now, or like on Main Street. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't
wasn't
know,
it
man.
over there?
It's been so long since I've been there.
So like over
and my
where
uncle's-
J-Town,
Well-
over by where J-Town was, where that new Brahms is now. God, this is so local.
oh yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Really, rest in peace to Jackson's uncle, but my
He
guitar
has-
was in there. He was gonna fix it for me, and
Yeah,
then
he did not die in the tornado, but he has since passed. So rest in peace.
oh well, also rest in peace still, but
Rest in peace, Jackson's uncle.
yeah.
That's crazy, man.
But yeah, you know, shit happens, I guess. It was a nice guitar, though. It was a Epiphone SG. You guys play or anything?
Nice.
It was nice, man.
Yeah.
I remember
You've
my.
had several of your guitars destroyed. Because you had your neighbor destroy your guitar once, didn't he? Or was that Danny's guitar? I remember. I remember at one point your neighbor on a college street like had a guitar that was either belonged to you or it belonged to Danny. But like one day, like because we were such shitty, it was everybody. It was like the group of people coming over to your house. It was such a shit neighborhood, man. But we made it a shit neighborhood as we were kids. He hated living on that street. But one day we like came outside and we saw that the flowers like at your house were all torn up and that guitar was like fucking stuck into the garden bed.
God.
It was like all broken and shit.
That's awesome.
We were like, yeah, we probably did something to deserve this, but at the time we were like, what the fuck, dude?
You're like, we made it a shitty neighborhood just with all the people.
Yep.
Yeah. Jackson, you been running too?
No, absolutely not.
All you need to do is eat meat and potatoes, boy, and go and lick you some weights.
I do absolutely zero exercising. The only time that like my heart rate goes up is like when I get like towards the end of a Warzone game or something like that.
And you just like eat Reese's Puffs that you hide under your bed. That's all you do. You don't eat anything healthy, dude. I swear to God, dude.
I do
You used
not.
to always just like,
I do
what's
not.
up, man? You hungry, bro?
You got some Reese's Pieces, bro. You want some of this honeycomb? I've been eating on it for 30 minutes. Oh shit, there's fucking ants all in this fucking honeycomb.
If he has been eating protein.
Right, there you go. It's protein cereal. It's like, mixes the whey protein in there.
You gotta pick the random man off of you every once in a while, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been trying to get Jackson to work out. He's non-responsive, you know.
He just sits there, you know?
Yeah.
here's the thing, man. Try to find a way to make working out fun. I mean, that's the whole thing that comes down to it.
Mm-hmm.
Working out sucks.
It does suck.
It's a mindset, man. That's all it
Yeah.
is.
The best thing to do is like just do it if you have like dumbbells, or I don't know. I think if you have like dumbbells at home and stuff, you just do it when you're just like
Yeah, watching
not
TV.
doing it. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, I used to have some dumbbells at the house.
Going to
They were
the
actually
gym
my
stuff.
brother's, and then he came by one day, and I was like, "Hey, these dumbbells are yours." And he was like, "Yeah, I'll take them." And I was like, "Shit."
Just go get you like 2 10-pounders, $10 a piece, you know. And like Charles was saying, just when you're just at home, just not really playing games, watching something, just start lifting a little bit.
Start off by getting some shoes, bundle them up, and just be lifting them while you're watching shoes.
As you get used to it,
two
put some
tall
sand in
boots
there.
filled with water.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. Take some 2 liters of soda, lifting them.
Like on SpongeBob, 2 teddy bears and stuff. No, dude, you just get you some like 25-pound dumbbells, dude. Or
That'd be too much for him to start off with.
really?
fuck yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Do 25-pound or 30, Jackson. Come on now, you can do it.
Well, if you want to get high reps, dude, start low.
Well, what's more important, lifting more weight or doing high reps?
Depends on what your goal is.
Exactly.
More weight though, probably.
'Cause if you want more weight, you're putting on like muscle weight and volume. But if you do like low weight, high reps, you're cutting.
Okay, so
And
if I want to
toning.
get the John Cena, I got to do more weight
Oh, yeah.
and eat a shit ton.
Yeah.
You want to get bigger than John Cena though, dude. Come on.
He's like a little boy.
You want to not be able to.
He's like a little boy.
David's got a joke.
Yeah,
Yes, I do.
You're talking about, you're hyping this joke up.
It's the best joke, man. It's hilarious.
All right.
It's clever. It's got everything. Okay. So a frog walks into a bank, right? He notices that the teller's name is Patricia Whack. He says, "Hello, Miss Whack. I'd like to take out a loan of $50,000 for a business venture." She said, $50,000? That's crazy. And he said, "It's okay. My name's Kermit Jagger. My father's Mick Jagger, and he knows the bank manager." And she says, "Okay, well, if you're going to want to take out a $50,000 loan, I need some collateral." So he pulls out a little porcelain elephant, and she says, "Is this some kind of joke?" And he said, "Just go get the manager." So she goes and gets the manager. She comes back. She says, "This frog is wanting to take out a $50,000 loan for a business venture. When I asked him for some collateral, he pulled out a little porcelain elephant. What the hell is that?" And the manager said, "It's a knick-knack, paddywhack. Give the frog a loan. His old man's a rolling stone."
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a good one, dude.
Yeah. Love it. It's kind of hard to tell, though. A lot of
Yeah.
pieces.
Is that like it almost sounds like an old, like, folk
Joke?
like an old folklore joke or something. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Like
I've actually heard
know what
that
I'm
joke
saying?
before.
Really?
Yeah.
like it should rhyme a little bit or something maybe though. Like
It's one of those kind of like old school, like kind of like one of those like grandpa type jokes or whatever. But because it's so old, like it doesn't get told very often. Like,
Yeah.
Like here's another one.
Yes.
all right, here we go.
All right, a moth goes into a podiatrist's office, and the podiatrist says, "Hey, moth, like, what? How can I help you?" The moth says, "Well, man, doc, where do I even start?" It's like I go to work all day, and I just don't seem to find any joy or any kind of fulfillment in what I do. And on top of that, I come home and when I look at my wife, doc, I just don't see the same woman that I used to love anymore, doc. And sometimes I feel like I'm a spider, even though I'm a moth."
Jackson?
Okay, what's is there a punchline?
He says, "Doc,
Are you telling a joke?
I feel like a spider that I'm just caught in a web that I can't get out of." The podiatrist says, "Man, moth, you're in trouble, man. But you need to be seeing a psychiatrist. Why on earth did you come in here?" And the moth said, "Because the light was on.
The light was on.
The light was on."
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay.
Fuck all y'all. I'm old for David's joke.
You just took me down the dark alleyway right there.
I just started like feeling like, man, is something happening to Jackson right now? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I felt like I was put into a corner for a second.
Yeah, he like reverse interventioned us and shit.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Gotta rethink my whole plan
Maybe
now.
I did drag it out a little too long there.
It was like the Willy Wonka boat ride scene there for a second. I was like,
Oh,
David.
man.
Let's hear
No,
about.
I've got a joke now.
Okay.
All right.
Just playing. Just playing.
It's just, it's really stupid. I just wanted to know what your guys' favorite rom-coms are.
Romantic comedies?
What you might recommend to the audience.
I
Maybe-
definitely like Hitch.
Oh yeah, Hitch is good.
Is I Love You Man considered to be a romantic comedy?
It's a bromantic
romance.
comedy. Yeah.
It's definitely a romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say I was thinking along the lines of something that might be like more on the funny side or more on the raunchy side or something that might be a little under the radar. But yeah, Hitch.
Okay.
Hitch is good.
Stardust, romantic comedy, more or less. It's got some adventure too. I think it's a lot of fun.
My favorite one of all time is About Time. Have you guys seen that? It's it's about this guy that meets a woman and he has kids and all this stuff, like normal rom-com stuff, right? It's got the guy, the guy that plays he's in the new Star Wars trilogy, Admiral Huck, I think is his name.
Yeah.
The redhead dude, he's the main character, and then the chick is the girl from The Notebook. I can't remember her name. But his dad tells him when he's young that every man in their like every man in their bloodline, I guess, has been able to time travel or go back into the past and back and forth, like, and relive different events or whatever. So there's like this aspect to it of he's trying to find love and he's doing things wrong. So he goes back in time to try to do it differently. And then like you find out some pretty crazy realizations later on in the movie that like there's certain situations where you can't go back. Like if you went back in time and changed something after you had a kid and then you went back to your current present time, because what you did changed the percentage of that specific sperm cell reaching the egg, it like changes the way that happens. So when you get back, your kid is different. So you can't go back in time to change something after you have a kid or whatever. So like it's so good, dude. Like
Wow.
it's just an incredible movie. Like it's almost more focused on like the repercussions of like time travel than it is focused on like the romantic comedy aspect of it. But it's super good, dude. It's one of my favorite movies.
Well, cool. Time travel is way cooler than romance.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
I don't know about cooler than bromance, though. Seriously, that's the most important thing.
Bros before hoes, right?
Yeah.
But the time travel stuff is really cool, though.
Yeah, it's sick.
I'd have to say my favorite romantic comedy is George of the Jungle. With Brendan Fraser.
Oh, dude, for sure. Or The Mummy.
Or
God, the movie.
There's a couple moments in there got a little steamy.
Yeah, dude.
You know? Maybe. I don't know.
especially that second one, man.
Oh yeah.
They were all over each other in that second one to the point where it's making their son uncomfortable.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
He
if,
wrote a book years later.
I love those mummy movies, man.
Yeah, they were awesome, dude. I love those movies back in the day.
Second favorite romantic comedy, Batman and Robin.
Yeah. They
I
show what
get
it
it.
means to be good partners in that.
yeah.
They, a lot of trust. Dude, it's funny. I actually just watched Batman and Robin yesterday. I watched Batman Forever and Batman and Robin yesterday.
Batman is in that category where it's so bad, it's good. Like you just gotta take it as like, okay, this is a comedy and nothing else.
Yeah. It's a Tim Burton movie, man. Like they're just.
Is Batman and Robin a Tim Burton movie?
I thought he did all the old ones.
Yeah, didn't he do the one with Jack Nicholson for sure?
He did the
Right.
first two.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know. 'Cause I know the third one is
I'm looking at it.
someone different.
I feel like he definitely did the one with the Penguin Danny
Yeah.
DeVito. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Batman Returns. I think that's probably one of my favorites because it's got Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman.
Yeah, dude.
She is spicy.
Yeah.
Batman and Robin is directed by Joel Schumacher.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, Road Trip is also a great romantic comedy.
Road Trip.
Road Trip. Road Trip.
Yeah.
With Seth Green. No, not Seth Green.
yeah, he's in it.
Tom Green.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I think I
Yeah.
feel like
Tiny
I've definitely
Salmon?
seen that movie's
Naked.
wild.
Really naked.
That's not a rom-com. That's like a...
Okay, so
Okay, he falls in love with Beth, so.
okay.
Or the other girl.
Batman '89. That one was a Tim Burton, and so is Batman Returns.
Okay.
And he came back because of disinformation from the first time. What the heck, man?
And Danny Elfman did the music in both of those movies.
Danny Elfman has done so much shit, man. Mm-hmm. For those of you who don't know, like, because a lot of people know him like by his like, you know, his crazy orchestra stuff. But if you've ever seen the movie Wanted, like his band is the one that does like the rock song that's like the theme song for Wanted. It's like the Little Things or something like that.
Yeah, it's a good song. Joel Schumacher also directed Batman Forever.
Oh, okay.
Is that the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was the ice guy?
Batman and Robin is the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Batman Forever is the one with Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones.
Poison Ivy was played by Uma Thurman, right?
Oh, yes.
Dude, she was so like seductive in that movie, bro.
Hell
like
yeah, she was.
I had
She
the
takes
mad
off that
hots.
monkey suit.
Hey,
Yeah,
well,
man.
I go vegan right now.
I just remember like when Robin was like, she was like kissing Robin with the poison lipstick, and I was like, I don't even care if it's poison. I'd kiss her.
Right.
I'd kiss her
Lips are
hard.
immune to your charms.
And I thought the same thing. I was like, worth it.
Yeah.
But it was mainly that red hair, man. Uma Thurman looks really good with that red hair.
What? All right, we gotta look this. It's been a while here.
Yeah, I need to go to the bathroom really quick.
Gotta give Charles a moment. Yeah.
Hold on, bro.
I could also
Cut this out, Kyle.
Yeah, bro, you better edit all that out, bro.
Those burgundy space buns. Hang on, let me get a closer look. Oh, dude.
She's looking good.
the part in Batman Forever where they're just like, everyone's like, I'll pay $50,000 like for Poison Ivy, and the other one's like $100,000, and then all of a sudden Batman and Robin start getting in on it. And it's like $200,000, like $300,000, $500,000, and then all of a sudden he pulls out the Bat card. Remember the Bat card?
Dude, you guys haven't seen the movie 43 yet, have you?
I've heard of it.
I keep asking you guys about this, dude. There's a scene in that movie where Robin is at like a blind dating event for superheroes. Okay, Justin Long played Robin, and Jason Sudeikis played Batman, and Uma Thurman was Lois Lane, and like I guess she was there too because her and Superman broke up. But he's like, the Robin's like at the table, and he's like, I guess the next girl comes up, and it's Supergirl, played by Kristen Bell. And Batman's trying to give Robin pointers. He like put this little microphone in his ear, but Batman's like a super hardcore like asshole pervert, and Robin's like trying to be all sweet. I mean, it's Justin Long, he's the sweetest guy in the world kind of thing. So he's all trying to be sweet, and like Batman's like, dude, you're ruining it, man. You gotta be an asshole. And then like, so because he fucked up with Lois Lane, he decides to hide under the table and give him tips instead of being in the other room. But the whole time he can, like, I guess Kristen Bell's character Supergirl wasn't wearing panties is the thing, so he could see. And so the whole time he's like talking about her crotch into Justin Long's ear, and she's like, I can fucking hear you. I have super hearing. And like, dude, it's just so funny, bro.
Is it the movie where at the very beginning Hugh Jackman has balls on his chin?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I started to watch it, saw Hugh Jackman with balls on his chin,
dude,
and turned it off.
It is so worth it, bro. It's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah.
One last thing real quick to answer Dave's question. Knight's Tale, probably one of my favorite romantic comedies.
Yes, dude.
'Cause I consider that a romantic comedy with all the romance.
Yeah,
in there.
bro.
Okay.
So Knight's Tale is mine.
I'll allow it. Knight's Tale is such a good movie, dude.
Such a good movie, yeah.
Right on.
I'm gonna say,
No, go ahead.
all right, Game of Thrones.
Which romance? All of them? All the romance?
I
All the
guess.
comedy?
Well, maybe not all of them, but maybe not. Well, I guess
Wait, what
The
are you
brother
saying?
and sister.
What are you saying? Game of Thrones to just rom com?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I can see it. Yeah.
Bolton Ramsey and what's his face? God.
Him and
Did you get
another
this-
boy.
Yeah, the
Greyjoy?
dude. Greyjoy. Theon Greyjoy.
Yeah. It's weird, like, it's weird watching that show, like, for the first time with somebody else or whatever. I mean, I've seen it before, but watching it with somebody else that's watching it for the first time, and then you get to the end of that first episode, and then they're like, who's your favorite character in the show? And I'm like, see that guy fucking his sister that just pushed the kid out the window?
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah.
You're about to do a 180 on him later, but...
Yep. And then another 180 in the 8th season.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Connor, what was your question?
So I was thinking, if you could go on like an adventure from any like movie, book, TV, any kind of like media, like what adventure would you like to go on? And in order to help you out, you get to choose any type of weapon, armor, or skill from a video game, movie, TV show, whatever, kind of mix and match and go on an adventure. So what do you think would be fun?
Like it can be an adventure from a movie or a game, you said?
Yeah, it could be anything.
I think I would do Uncharted 4, honestly,
You freaking
bro.
bastard.
Were you gonna say that?
Yeah.
Dude.
That sucks, man. That's awesome. Yeah.
And I
Uncharted
think-
4 is so good. I just rebeat it like a week or two ago.
Yeah, and I think I would bring along like the grapple shot from Halo Infinite,
Yeah.
just to if I fall from those rusty boards, because I fell a lot in that game.
Okay, I got one. I would take the the Madden storyline that they have.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm in professional football.
Okay.
You could get there still. Some creatine. Some whey protein.
Weightlifting
And
themed
I would-
episode.
Oh, dude, you're gonna
And
hit
I
it
would
so
I would
fucking
want to
hard, bro.
still stay like my same size that I am now.
Whoa,
But I
whoa,
would,
whoa, whoa.
but I would want to have like juggernaut powers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I would play defense, and I would be like the water boy in the NFL, where I got like 99 overall stats on everything,
Right. Just sacking whoever.
like to the point to where there's like he's so good, he's playing defense and offense and stuff like that. I would be like the first like guy that's like, this guy played every play of the game. He played special teams, defense, and offense and stuff like that. So I would use like those powers or whatever to just be the greatest football player ever.
He's a defensive linebacker, but he has the most receiving yards in the entire game.
That'd be cool, dude. You'd I don't know, man. You'd pretty much win every game because you just run through people. If you're actual juggernaut powers,
Yeah.
no one could stop you.
I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Dude, I don't want to do this if it's not good to do or whatever, but want to edit my romantic comedy thing. Dude, you guys remember that movie Bedazzled with Brendan Fraser?
Oh my
Dude, with
God,
that one
bro.
chick that plays the devil in that movie?
Yes.
Hurley.
Yeah,
I mean,
boy.
I don't know. That's like, damn, but
That's a good one.
Yeah, dude.
You see Brendan Fraser or whatever just over there like sweating. That chick is like dressed like all types of different shit. Dude. It's crazy. Schoolgirl,
One of the-
like a biker chick.
Yeah,
and all
one of the
kinds
crazy. I mean, I guess it's not crazy, but all those outfits that she wears in that movie are fucking from her closet.
of
Those aren't costumes. Those are stuff pulled out of her closet.
God.
Yeah, Elizabeth Hurley was definitely an 11 out of 10 woman back in the day.
Yeah.
I bet she still is too. I haven't seen
I
her in
just like
anything in a long
rewatched that
time.
movie though, like not too long ago, and I was like, and that movie's funny as fuck too. Though.
Yeah,
God damn, it's
the movie is great.
It's a good one.
He's like crying about the dolphins and stuff.
Becomes a super athlete, and then he ends up having like a small dick.
Right, everything's got a huge catch to it. Like it's all he's rich,
Yeah.
but it turns out he's like a drug guy, like El Chapo and shit. But dude, she's freaking hot as fire, dude, in that movie.
Oh yeah.
She's so desirable, dude.
Yep.
Don't be testing me now. Sweating and shit.
Should have been on here for the sexy Santa conversation we had.
Huh. It's like
Yeah.
Santa Claus.
You know, a while back we were trying to figure out like what's a good way that we can make Santa Claus better. You know, because I mean, fat old man. You know, like we thought about robot Santas and all kinds of shit, and then I just came down. I was like, let's just make Margot Robbie the new Santa.
Yeah, and then we went on the Wolf of Wall Street rabbit hole, Margot.
Dude, I'd be staying up, hiding up, waiting, like, put out some milk and cookies and shit. Like,
Absolutely.
we're gonna catch Santa.
Put some milk, cookies, Trojans.
Oh, oops. Yeah.
Oh, the Christmas stuff is up now. Go through his stores like just a bunch of sexy stuff everywhere.
Santa, I think I found the elf.
Oh my god.
The line at the mall is like just a bunch of college bros like went in to sit on Santa's lap.
Right, that'd be like that truck brigade that's going to Vancouver or whatever.
Strip clubs
It's just
It'd be
fun.
about like that. Dude, she's hot as fuck, dude. What segment is this? Who's the hottest?
It's the Margot Robbie Power Hour.
We're still technically on the adventure one.
Yeah.
All right, I'm trying to think of one this whole time.
Want to make sure you got everything you want
Dude,
to sound bedazzled.
I'll just say my game thing too while I'm taking up this real quick. That Call of Duty Infinite Warfare or whatever.
Oh
I just played
yeah,
it
bro.
not too long ago. I know it's old, but I hardly ever played video games in like a few years. This shit was fucking badass, dude. To actually like live that shit though. It's all in space and shit, and your buddy's like a robot.
What would you bring with you on your adventure?
Probably the rocket launcher from like Halo 2 or 3 or something.
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
Very cool.
I don't know. I guess something like that or
Laser
yeah,
sword.
they're freaking badass.
That'd be
dude.
sick.
Dude, right?
Yeah.
The laser sword or the you know, because that's
I don't know how that would help you in modern warfare, though. I mean, it would probably help you in close range combat. A lot of that's shooting.
yeah.
And there's guns and you.
It's funny you say
figure
that though, man. I've been wanting to play the crap out of that game for years. I'm waiting for a good sale.
Yeah.
I never see a good sale on it. I want to play that story so bad.
It's
It
still
looks so
expensive.
much fun.
There's never good sales for any Call of Duty stuff.
I
man.
know, man.
Well, with Microsoft buying Activision, eventually
Dude.
all those games are going to show up on Game Pass.
yeah,
so-
can you imagine how many Call of Duty games are going to be on Game Pass, bro?
Exactly. I'm going to go through and play all those story modes. They're all so much fun.
Yeah,
I love those storylines on Call of Duty so much. dude.
except
Like,
Black
those-
Ops 3. Black Ops 3 was. Did you beat Black Ops 3?
No, I've only played Black Ops 1 and 2. I didn't hear very good things
It was
about
just
Black
a little
Ops
bit
3.
like
Yeah,
convoluted and weird, but
Black Ops.
I loved Ghost, man. That was one of my favorite stories in the
Really, and
entire
everybody
series.
hated Ghost.
I mean, I didn't like the multiplayer that much, but the storyline was awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, whenever they all go on Game Pass, I'm gonna play. I'm just gonna go through and play all the story modes. Those games are so much fun.
Yeah, I still play like the old Modern Warfare 2 game, not like the HD remaster either, because the HD remastered version doesn't come with the Spec Ops missions.
Oh,
Some
dude, those
bullshit.
Spec Ops missions were sick, man.
That was my favorite thing to do, like when I was in high school, because I didn't have that many games to play.
Which game is this? Is the one like where you play the missions where it can be two of you, like with the AC-130 and stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, that was the shit, dude. That game.
and like
So-
one of my favorite things to do on that game is just play by myself and keep trying to beat my time record on each level.
I like survival mode in Modern Warfare 3, dude.
Yeah.
Played the shit out of that.
So my like adventure thing would be either Narnia Book 6 or Narnia Book 7. Silver
Yeah.
Chair or The Last Battle. Like, I love those two books so much. The Silver Chair probably is the one I'd like to live, just because it's so awesome, man. It's like, especially whenever they're stuck in the cave with the queen at the end of the book in the Silver Chair. I mean, that whole book is so great. Have you guys read Narnia?
No, I have not.
Yeah, I read
what
'em.
happens in it? Like, what is it? I mean,
Gosh, it's been
I'm
so long
probably
since
not
I've
gonna
read
go
it.
back
Does
and read
anybody?
it. So I mean, it's
Do you know?
Yeah, I haven't read them since middle school.
Yeah,
I just remember I loved the Silver Chair.
Yeah.
yeah, preschool for me. I mean, no, I'm just kidding. I've never read it. Is
We could do a book
this
club,
like
maybe.
dragons and stuff?
That would be
Oh,
sick.
there is
There-
dragons
there is
in
dragons.
Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
Yeah, in Prince Caspian there is one, right?
I can't remember, but I know for sure Voyage of the Dawn Treader, one of the kids gets turned into a dragon.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys talk about conspiracies on this podcast all the time?
Why, you want to get fucking
Why?
wet?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna pull up my QAnon bulletin, but no, I'm just kidding. Well, I don't know. I mean, hell.
Write
What
it
do you guys
down
wanna talk
because
about?
Hey, that could be
Still gotta
Charles.
finish
That
out
could be
what we're
Charles'
talking about.
segment.
Charles talking
All right.
Sorry.
No, my thing on the adventure stuff was that just like I picked Uncharted 4 because I
Kyle never
remember.
got to say what thing he's bringing along
Oh,
with
yeah.
him.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And the thing I'd bring along with me is a lightsaber.
Oh yeah, bro.
Any adventure I'd ever go on,
I'm changing
I would
my
bring
mind.
A lightsaber.
Because you can just retract it and then just put it back on your
Exactly.
like holster thing, which also looks fucking badass.
It
Yeah,
does. I mean, shoot, I would like to live the Hobbit with a lightsaber.
yeah, man.
Anything, you can
Yeah.
pretty much be good. Just
Let me
be a
play-
Jedi.
Let me be the second Aragon book with a lightsaber.
Dude, Avatar, bro.
With a lightsaber.
Holy shit! I completely forgot about what it'd be like to just be on the Avatar world, man. I'd love to cruise that place at night.
Yeah, that was my point. Was like anything where like you kind of are on this arduous journey searching for some kind of forbidden treasure or forgotten land, and when you get there, it's like your jaw drops, and that's like Uncharted 4. When you get to the Pirate City, like you're just like, oh my god, like
Libertalia.
yeah, you're here. Or the Shambhala scene in was that the second one? Yeah, like all that stuff is just like Avatar when he first gets off the ship and sees the planet and sees everything and finally gets out in the woods. It's just like, oh my god, dude. Like
Yeah.
any of those moments, yeah.
All right, everybody get their story. Did you get your story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he wanted to live Madden or something, right?
Yeah, that's right. Mad Life. All right, so for mine, I thought a lot about this. and I would have to go with the Mass Effect trilogy because I would want an epic adventure where it takes me to several different worlds, and there's just like a lot of action, a lot of fighting, and in that universe, there's like a lot of cool powers anyway. So I've got the advantage of already having a lot of cool powers. And the thing I'm bringing with me is the Ultraman suit from the Netflix series.
Yeah.
And I would just be like, I thought I would maybe go with Samus's suit, you know what I'm saying, from Metroid Dread. But then I'm like, oh, I still want to be able to use the guns and stuff in that universe. So with the Ultraman suit, I'd be able to still use guns. And you could just do some crazy stuff with that, dude. A lot of cool energy-based abilities and stuff, you know.
A lot of hot aliens to romance.
Yes, the Asari. Yeah, I just like the thought of like taking on like a sentient robot force that's trying to destroy the entire galaxy just sounds like insane, you know. So I'd really like to just go on that adventure. And people call me Commander Shepard. That sounds pretty cool.
Commander Kana.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
I want to throw one last one out there. Jurassic World universe or Jurassic Park or whatever, but you alone have like the ability to like almost like Aquaman shit, but you'll be like Dino Man. So you can like ride all these dinosaurs and like control them with your mind, tell them what to do and shit.
Nice.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Dino Man.
That would be cool. Yeah.
I'm excited for the new movie.
Did you guys see that little thing that they released a day or two ago with footage from all the 4 movies coming out this year from DC?
No.
Yeah, I watched that last night.
Yeah.
It just came out?
Yeah, there's like some Dr. Fate,
dude.
there's Hawkman.
You actually hear Pierce Brosnan in the Dr. Fate suit.
Oh my god,
Hawkman
dude.
looks sick. His wingspan was really big.
Yeah, and it shows Aquaman in his new suit, his blue suit.
I
cool.
just cannot wait to see Black Adam. That's probably going to be one I'm going to make the trip to Springfield for.
Even though I went with Jackson to watch Star Wars and I passed out during the whole movie. Or something like that.
Like, I would like to go up there for Uncharted and Batman, but I'm probably just going to end up seeing those in Neo Show. But, like...
Go watch the Batman with us. Seriously.
In Springfield?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's going to be one you want to see that in IMAX. It's like 3 hours long. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
2 hours 45 minutes, something like that.
God.
It's up there, dude.
All right. So now let's get into Charles's conspiracy. What do you want to talk about here, bro?
I don't know. I just was gonna ask you guys if you ever heard about. I heard this one conspiracy is called like mud flood, where like have you ever heard of this type of shit?
Mud flood?
Yeah.
Is to do with like chopping down trees and where it creates flooding in areas?
No,
Something else?
It's just called mud flood because of something I can't remember what, but it's something like the World Fairs and stuff back in like the early 1900s. There's just some shit about that where it was like, how the fuck did they build shit that big and stuff so fast? And it was like these people were trying to say that it was like shit that was really old or something that they found or some shit like that. I don't know.
Really?
What?
So like they found it.
That sounds crazy.
It's a big thing. I don't know. I mean, it's not like
Oh, I'm definitely
crazy.
gonna
I'm
look this
just
up.
explaining it wrong and shit. Like
No, but I get
something-
what you're saying.
It's
Yeah.
something weird like that. Whenever I heard about it, or like listened to the podcast about it or whatever, I was like, what the fuck? It's super trippy, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the name of the
explaining it
podcast?
very good. I think the one I listened to that I heard about it on was like, it's called Tinfoil Hat. Yeah. And they were talking to this dude, cause like I read about it somewhere randomly, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna look that up, and I found that podcast about it. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Well, the Egyptians made pyramids, and those things are huge. So, I mean, people find a way to build stuff, man. That's just kind of how history is.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
And like, which World's Fair was it? Was there multiple World's Fairs, or I don't really know much about that kind of stuff.
I don't know that much about it either. I think there's quite a few or something,
Okay.
like all over the world, but I don't know. It could be bullshit too.
Well, like when we went to the Budweiser brewing factory, they had a whole bunch of chandeliers and stuff like that from some World's Fair. So yeah,
Were they huge or some shit? Or?
Yeah, they were freaking gigantic and like they were really nice looking. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
You probably don't, Jackson, but
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Maybe I don't remember. It kind of like tripped me out whenever I heard about it. So maybe it's kind of cool. But the pyramids too are like the way crazier one, I guess.
Yeah.
Really, I mean,
Yeah.
Aliens.
Well, I don't know about aliens and shit. Just like
Gold.
maybe just people with tools or something though. like more than what they say. Like just this, like hand saws and chisels and stuff.
A lot of slave labor, man.
Right. Yeah.
To me, like mud flood just sounds like a lot of butt fucking happening at a party or something.
Gosh.
Like too much butt fucking, and then now the mud's flooding.
What would be what's the limit? Like,
What's the limit?
just the right amount? You
Where do you draw the line, Jackson?
Yeah, I mean, what will you allow, Mister?
I don't know, man. It's not something I've delved into yet.
Seems to know a lot about it for a guy that hasn't delved
Yeah.
into it yet.
No, I just like to talk about it. I talk a big game.
I'm not going to be about it.
I say eat ass, but I haven't done it yet.
Ah, come on, Jack.
You hypocrite.
Yeah, I don't have any conspiracies. Like there used to be a lot of crazy stuff that I thought might be true, but now I'm just like, whatever, man.
No, for sure.
Like obviously there's a lot of stuff that's kept secret from the general public. Whether or not it's a conspiracy or not, I don't know.
My main conspiracy that I always want to know about is aliens. How much have we dug up underground that they're not telling us about, or some excavation sites they found like a ship underground or something? Or,
Yeah, and like how much have you heard from people who know what they're talking about that have just been brushed off as like crazy? Or because like I remember watching Stranger Things, and they got all their like the girl and the guy, they got all their data together on the compound, and then they brought it to this guy who like pulls the blinds off of like conspiracies and stuff like that, and everyone thinks he's crazy. But they basically are like, oh, we need you to share all this stuff and expose the government. And he's like, okay, then what? And they're like, well, then everybody will know. And he's like, they're not going to care. Like, because you're going to tell everyone, and then the government's going to do the same thing and be like, well, they're crazy, and then nobody's going to listen. Or like people like to be comfortable, and they want the wool pulled over their eyes. You know what I mean? So like how much of that stuff has like been leaked that's actually legit?
Right.
Like there's so many stories. I used to listen to like podcasts and stuff all the time about aliens, and they'd have people on that were like, these super high ranking CIA members that like worked at the NSA, or they worked at Area 51 or something. They'd say they saw some crazy shit, and they would describe it in painstaking detail.
A bunch of people like that like if they did make that shit up, then it's like they're like an author that wrote like a freaking like trilogy or something about that shit. You're like, Jesus Christ, so much information that you're just like, if all this is just made up shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Like there was this one dude talking about underground military bases and stuff, deep underground military bases. He was calling them like dumbs or whatever. But he said it was like crazy how much stuff they've like. And I did have to go down into those like caves over there in Carthage the other day.
It looked like some alien shit.
No, it's just crazy, like that what we can do now, like tunnel through solid rock, because down there in those caves, like there's like a road, but the way it is just like the walls and everything is just like they just drilled through a rock, and they just left like pillars and stuff. They just drilled around and made it. It's fucking nuts.
This was like that paintball place in Neosho too. Is like that, like those big pillars everywhere.
Yeah,
we went
in there.
Yeah, we went in there one time, and like I remember we went in the back. I guess it was the exit, and we didn't know what it was or anything at the time, but it was like me and Austin and Jacob and that stupid Dustin guy, and we all went in there, and like I remember because like it's a road, and then there's like boulders into like water, like pools of water, and there's these pillar things everywhere, and all of a sudden we saw a truck coming up, so we were like shit, so we like ran off the road, and we were hiding like on the embankment, and it was really dark in there, so like you couldn't really see us. But like I remember we were like goofing off and making stupid comments and stuff and laughing, and that Dusty guy was like, guys, you shut the fuck up, we're gonna get arrested, blah blah blah. He's like yelling at us the whole time, and then he shifts his position and kicks this like bowling ball size rock into the water, and just like the truck is like probably 20 feet away from us, like pulling up, we're like going like 10 miles an hour maybe to the exit. And I was just like, oh my God, dude.
Did you guys get caught?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, it was scary. And I didn't know, like, I thought it was, obviously, I'm like, oh my God, this is some crazy military operation or whatever, but obviously, he's fucking.
You were working down there? Are you in the military?
I was. No, this was in high school.
Oh, okay.
And it was like.
You guys snuck in.
We snuck in, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I've trespassed on the Neosho military base once or
remember
twice.
Remember that one time we were walking out on that shit? We were like,
Yeah.
We were higher than freaking Cooter Brown over there. we were higher than the Senator's socks that night. Okay? And we were walking. Do you remember we were like, and we could see there was like a truck coming up this like road or something.
Yeah, we all
on,
just
but,
jumped
like,
in the ditch and lay down.
Dude, that shit was crazy. Remember we walked up on that little like military base thing. It had like a barbed wire fence around it and stuff.
Yeah, we were like, let's go through it.
No, we were like, oh, we gotta go this way.
I remember like we went down that trail like long enough until we came to a building that had lights on inside it, and it was like 11:30 or 12 or something like that at night. So I think once we saw that building, we were like, you know what, this is probably a good time to just turn around and go back the other direction.
There was like a big truck coming down the road at some point. We're like, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember.
they clearly had that. There's like signs all around that place saying, "Don't trespass, government property."
Yeah, dude. You know, some of those places, like they used to test explosives and stuff out there, and they're like dummy mines that never went off, and that's why they tell you not to go out there.
Really?
Is because you might step on a dummy mine.
God,
and there's these rednecks that used to like run moonshine onto Fort Bragg like way back in the day. And they drove over a landmine one time, but their signs are pretty explicit. They say like, you know, unexploded ordnance or whatever could be buried out here. But, dude,
damn,
yeah. But like one of my favorite conspiracies from back in the day was the 9/11 one. I got really deep into that for a while. How like jet fuel couldn't possibly have burned the things that held the floors up, and how like it had to have been an inside job, and they might have put some kind of special thermite there that to
9/11 was an inside job.
Dude, they were working on the elevators like right before that or something.
Yeah.
Apparently, so they say. I don't know.
And they said that like they saw some really suspect black van like back into the bottom that might have had explosives that blew the foundation and made the contacts weak, which caused the floors to collapse and stuff. Like if you ever watched the movies, Zeitgeist, yeah,
dude.
Or Loose Change.
It's got some, Zeitgeist has like a bunch of religious stuff in there too. But if you skip that and just go to the 9/11 stuff, man, it's pretty heavy, dude. It's crazy.
Yep. Like I told my mom about that, and she watched it. Now I wish that she never.
She watched it?
Yeah.
Why? What happened after that? Did she go super deep into conspiracies?
She's so far in like conspiracy theories. My mom has become Alex Jones for the most part, dude.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome, dude. Oh my god.
I straight up
great.
I was watching her watch this podcast, and like on this podcast there was a bunch of names on like a dry erase board, and I saw on like the dry erase board it was a bunch of celebrities: Dwayne Johnson, Mark Hamill, Luke, Tyra Banks, Beyonce, like just a huge list of all these celebrities, and they were talking about how they were fucking clones, and that they were the real people are either killed off or they're in like some kind of underground prison right now.
Boom.
And as I like walked through the room and started watching this, I was like, "This is the
Where did she watch
shit.
this at? I want to watch this."
But I was like, "This is the dumbest shit ever." And my mom, you know what she said? I was like, "You don't know everything," and I was like, "Like you're literally telling me right now, that fucking Dwayne the Rock Johnson's a fucking clone."
That's a little wild.
Yeah, there was a big one that some people I know that I won't name got into recently, that like this dude that won the X Factor, that's the Australian one, right? The kind of the Australian America's Got Talent, basically.
I don't know.
I think that's what it is. But he became like a rock star for a little bit, and then he just quit. And then like 2 weeks after he quit, he made this like literally 5.5 hour long video on YouTube about how he was inducted into the Freemasons. And the Freemasons are a cover organization for basically like a satanic brotherhood that elevates each other to power based on how much they're willing to give, and like how there's like certain Freemason symbols, like you put a hand in your coat and then like, or put a circle over your eye or cover an eye. And they showed, there was like literally probably a 45-minute
Montage.
slide reel, of like all these different actors and celebrities that do this in their photos and stuff.
Why do they do all that shit? Like,
Yeah.
so much. The eye thing and shit.
Yeah, and so
Can I still do the peace sign on my eye with the winky?
no. But dude, it was super funny because I'm just gonna say it was my family. They got super deep into this stuff to the point where they were like, and then they went off on the Disney thing where like, you know, there's like perverted symbology in Disney.
There is stuff in
But
Disney, bro.
they were like, you know, starting to freak out, and they would have like meetings and stuff all the time about like, what are we gonna do? You know, what are we gonna do about it? And Mandy and I were just like, oh, this is awkward. We're gonna go home. But anyway, we went to the cabin for my grandparents. Like, I think it was their 60th anniversary or 50th. And so we're all there, and then like they're doing this slide reel of their marriage, and there was a part where my grandpa had his hand in his jacket, just like they had in the pictures, and Mandy and I both looked at each other, and we were like, just fucking wide-eyed, like nobody else noticed. And so at the end, we were like talking to my older brother Isaac, and I'm like, "Did you see that shit?" And he's like, "Oh, I saw it, dude."
What the fudge?
So is
Yeah.
it people that listen to the podcast?
Oh, just Aaron. I mean, he's kind of moved past it at this point, but he was freaking out about it. Aaron, I'm talking about you. He knows I think it's a joke, but
Wow.
The Freemason thing?
I'm sure there's some like my position is always I'm willing to believe there's some truth to almost everything. You know what I mean? Like I'm open to believing if I have enough kind of evidence to go off of, or it makes sense, whatever.
So you're trying to say you want to believe?
Well, that's pretty cool, dude. So, he's out golfing?
He's in Arizona soaking up the sun.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's cool.
All right. And now we had another question. Jackson, how to clean butthole?
Yeah.
If you got wet wipes, use that. If you don't, do the Alabama wet wipe, which is you spit on toilet tissue, and you do that.
Alabama wet wipe.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Can we just talk for a
TMI.
second about how like nasty it is that we use paper to wipe our butts?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we already talked about this?
Yeah,
don't know.
I think we might have.
Maybe
But-
touched on
Like
it.
Yeah.
I heard I heard like an analogy one time that like if your truck was all muddy, you wouldn't use a towel to clean your truck. You would use a hose and maybe a towel. You know what I mean?
I just
But,
always
like-
think back to that scene in Deadpool 2. But I think Alan Tudyk is in that scene, I think. But he's
What's his
talking...
last name?
Tudyk?
Two Dick?
Alan Tudyk, he's a great actor.
Alan Tudyk.
I'll phone you! Nah, but he's like having a conversation on the back of a pickup, and he's just like, think about it. If you got human shit on your face or on your beard, would you just take toilet paper and wipe it off? He's like, no, you would wash that shit off.
Yeah.
I don't know. I consistently just keep thinking about how much I want a bidet. Mm-hmm. A bidet just seems... Not only does it seem like the cleanest way to do it, it also sounds pleasant.
Yeah.
I think water
get a little
splashing
Coming
against-
right out with it. Everybody was thinking it like, whoa. I don't need nothing shooting up.
I'll go ahead and tell all y'all right now. In most cases, I am a shit
So
to
brave.
shower kind of person.
Yeah.
Even at work?
Not at work.
You're what? You're what?
If I'm at home, I will specifically like time my showers around when I shit.
Nice.
Because I usually shit once a day or something like that.
Methodical psychopath.
And so that way, if I ever like have like a real crazy shit, which I've had quite a few of those since I've turned 30, freaking, I just hop in the
Amen to that.
shower, spread the cheeks, and clean it that way, man.
Oh.
I mean, that's the best way to clean that butthole is just spread the cheeks in the
Yeah.
shower.
I have like I try to have a pack of baby wipes on the counter, and so like I'll start with toilet paper and then I'll finish with a wipe.
I hate
know?
baby wipes, dude. It's the smell. It's the smell of baby wipes
You
that
smelling
I hate.
your own butthole?
You gotta get them unscented. Or are you talking about the unscented ones?
I guess I don't know.
We get the unscented ones, you know.
Please tell me you have been using Clorox wipes.
Jackson, these are lens wipes. They're not if these are the lens wipes, then that means
You using windshield wipers to wipe the fuck?
Glasses, lenses.
Yeah, I'm waiting on a time where I have enough money to get a good bidet because I'm not gonna be buying no $20 bidet. You know, I want like a decent one is like 80.
Oh, that's not
So
You're gonna
like,
want
but
one
you
that's
want this
gonna-
one that's like 150 or 200.
You'll
you know?
want one that's gonna shoot out warm
It's
water
got
at the
warm, it's
beginning.
got cold, it's got multiple speed settings, it's got a steamer, a deodorizer. You know what I mean?
It's got a mystery setting where it just kind of. It's kind of like an Alexa, maybe.
Yeah. Hey Alexa, clean me right.
She's like 3, 2, and then she squirts it. Like,
Surprise you a little. On
like a
3.
rough nurse at giving you a shot or something.
What should we make illegal?
So for my thing that I thought should be illegal would be single-ply toilet paper.
Oh man.
After
Oh, boy.
after that conversation we had earlier, I'm starting to think toilet paper in general should be illegal, but for sure single-ply. You know, because if you've ever had to use it, you know how bad it is,
Yeah.
right?
You get a little action that you didn't want. Occasionally, you know.
You're like, hey, where's that thumb going? You said,
Yeah. And even if you stack it, like sometimes it's like, you know, it's sandpaper, man. You might like tear the skin off your butthole. You
Dude,
know?
like any public restroom toilet paper, just get rid of all of it.
Yep.
Ugh.
Bidets everywhere.
Yeah.
That's all we need is bidets everywhere.
That's how it was in
Maybe,
Kuwait,
but-
man.
really?
Kuwait, everywhere. Yeah, they had their little. Well, it was different. They had a little hose on the side of the toilet, but I didn't really want to touch it, so I just used toilet paper. But
God.
like, yeah, every toilet had a little sprayer.
Future.
You'd have to touch it though.
Yeah, you gotta like grab it off the little holder and
Get some
spray
toilet
down
paper
there.
and grab
I'm like,
it.
Fuck that,
I don't know. Like, what
yeah.
if the dude went in from the front
Right.
and he's spraying and all that poop water is just getting all over his hand and the
Yeah,
spray
it's-
nozzle? Like,
yeah.
I just didn't feel comfortable
The
with it.
nozzle's gonna be nasty. People are gonna be doing
Yeah,
stuff with it. And, I mean, what? Just think, somebody gets their stuff on there, and then you could get some in your mouth or something. Somehow it'll splash.
Yeah.
it's too high risk.
Yeah.
Got to think about the mouth to water ratio.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I just bring some gloves with me, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Speaking of paper straws illegal.
Yeah, you have a thing against those paper straws.
I hate them, bro.
Just straws
God.
in general. Because,
Paper straws. Like,
okay.
what do you mean?
Straws in general.
Straws
yeah.
in general, they're bad for the environment and stuff, you know.
Oh yeah.
And as a man, do you gotta put something in your mouth?
I don't think you do.
Yeah, I mean, I could live without
That
straws.
could be your campaign slogan right there. Against straws. You have to have something in your mouth. You guys be like, damn.
It's an anti-smoking ad for his campaign.
Gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess straws. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind drinking out of straw. Even my thing was like if there's ice in it, sometimes it hurts my teeth. But
You really technically don't ever really need a straw, you know what I'm saying? Unless you got some sort of issue that I don't know about, but I mean,
Well, yeah, I guess if you're like Stephen Hawking or whatever. His
Yeah.
name is.
yeah, straws in hospitals. That's it for patients. It's now a healthcare item that's going to cost a dozen times what it normally would.
yeah. Oh, you want the crazy straw. Twice the amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you don't want to be trying to drink a milkshake through a little straw and shit. It's like
Yeah,
you get
dude.
a cherry stuck in there like a boa with a sandwich.
Piece
stuck
of
in its throat
banana.
and shit. Yep. And you're over there all.
Fish looking ass.
This is already illegal, but I wish that it was like an instant jail time.
Damn.
Is turning without turning your turn signal on.
Oh my god.
Drives
yeah,
me
bro.
up the freaking wall.
Changing lanes.
Changing lanes without turn signal on and turning right or left or wherever you're going to turn. Throw that turn signal on.
Yep.
It drives me nuts, man. It's a daily thing.
Yeah.
It's dangerous, dude.
Dangerous as
It's
fuck,
like
dude.
I've almost rear-ended people like 3 or 4 times because they'll just
Right.
stop all of a sudden and turn.
Yeah.
I also would like to make it illegal if you're driving too slow. If you're going under the speed limit, like less than 5, like come on, bro. You should
Yeah.
be driving the speed limit or 5 over. Let's go.
Yeah.
Including bad weather.
Okay, that's a different story. Yeah. Inclement weather comes in, you drive under that speed limit. You best do it or it's illegal.
Oh,
But-
so now you're changing the rules.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a double thing.
This
But
is
it's not black and white,
how they
Connor.
wrote the Constitution right now. Pass me that, man.
That's mine.
I would make it illegal for any like pharmaceutical company out there to sell medication for anything more than 30% above production value.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because right now, like how medicine is like sent out, it's for like 700 to 800% profit.
Yeah.
Some of them is like 2,000% profit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's insane, dude. It's totally unreasonable.
Like I've got really, really good insurance, and my really good inhaler, Symbicort, is still $100 every time I get it.
Oh my god, dude.
And like sometimes I need it, dude, because regular inhalers only last for like 2 to 3 hours, and those are you can get those for like $5-6 easy all day long. It's sometimes cheaper than that, but Symbicort inhalers last for like 8-10 hours, something like that. So you want those ones, man. Having asthma sucks. Wish I could slap my younger self and say, "Hey, dude, why are you smoking cigarettes? You look an idiot."
But you look so cool, though.
No, you look stupid, young Kyle. Stupid.
Like,
Your younger self would have been like, whatever, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just, dude, like, just make nicotine illegal, bro. For real. Like, if you don't use nicotine ever, there's no reason that you should ever start using nicotine because you'll never wish that you had it again. Like, there's literally no reason for nicotine to exist. It's ridiculous, dude.
yeah.
Like,
How's you supposed to get your fix, dude?
It does something.
you don't need that's the thing, though. You don't need a fix if you're not addicted to it.
We were all thinking it. He just said it. How else is we supposed to get our fix?
They should make being horny illegal because if being horny is illegal, then you just won't ever get addicted to porn.
Apples to oranges there, Jackson.
Hey, I think he's right.
We use nicotine because it feels good.
That film's making a lot of sense.
All right. So now let's move into the last half of the episode. So we're going to talk about since the football game's coming up, the big game. We can't call it what it really is.
The superb owl.
Yeah. The big game this weekend. Jackson had a question, I had a question, and then we'll finish it out. So, how do you fix the Pro Bowl? The Pro Bowl every year is super boring.
Yeah, I wanted to bring this up because the Pro Bowl game always sucks. It's like, okay, we're going to take all the best players in the league and we're going to put them in the game. Whoever wins gets $50,000, but that's not enough. That's not enough incentive for anybody out there to play super hard and possibly lose out on millions of dollars from getting injured. So here's what I was thinking. I've seen this on the internet floated around. I was thinking you take the, let's say like the 4 lowest teams, and they have their own playoff bracket, and they're playing for the number 1 seed in like the next, I don't know, the next like trade, or not trade, you know what I'm saying, draft.
Here's mine. I think they should have the Pro Bowl in the middle of the season, based off the first 8 games. Since now it's a 17-game season, have the first 8 games to be the decider of who goes to the Pro Bowl. Maybe 9 games. Whoever wins that, say it's East versus West. Whoever wins that, actually you might want to actually get rid of the East versus West in this scenario. But get whoever wins their side, their game of that side, they get a higher seed in the Pro Bowl or in the playoffs. They get a better advantage, maybe home field or something like that.
The best way you can do it is pay the people more, give them a reason to compete. So
Yeah,
straight off, everyone gets paid a couple million just for being in the Pro Bowl and being selected.
Right, there's all that money.
The winning team gets double the payout or something else in addition to double the payout, maybe cool cars. And then also you test out experimental technology on these guys that involve performance enhancing armor and shit.
At least some steroids or something. Well,
and then also do they do the skills competition?
Yeah, I think they should keep the skills competition in there.
Yeah.
Skills competitions suck though, dude. It's like dodgeball and crap.
Oh, really?
I like the ones that they do with the quarterbacks where they have to throw it through the target space,
Right.
and stuff like that. I also enjoy watching like the races that they do and stuff like that. But I mean, also like same with like NHL All-Star Game. That game is also super boring to watch. There's nothing fun about watching that game.
Yeah.
Like we just like I don't know. I feel like everything would be better if there was a secondary league to all of these leagues. I'd like just like baseball. I think I know hockey has its own like sub league, but there's really no sub league for football. There should be a sub league for football like the XFL, and I feel like another thing that should happen is like whoever, kind of like how they do it in soccer in the Premier League. Whoever is the worst team in the league that year gets relegated down to the lower league, and whoever is the best team that year in the lower league gets to go up to the NFL.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Wow, you just want to turn this whole thing into the Hunger Games, huh, Jackson?
I mean, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
This year you can advance to the upper tier.
Anybody else got any opinions?
No,
I've said my piece.
I don't know enough about football to. I mean, I would just say up the fiscal incentive, but
Right, that's the biggest thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
You do like an American Gladiators type thing where you put them all on like these bungee cord things to where they can jump twice as high. You know, do that whole setup. You know, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, like in all these other like competition shows like Ink Master and Master Chef and stuff, like the incentive is high for them, so that's why you get dope ass tattoos and delicious meals. Just up it to NFL player level fiscal incentive,
Right.
You know,
Yeah. Make it a big payout.
asinine amounts of money.
Or even if
Private
they
jet.
are going to continue to do the Pro Bowl, they should combine it with some kind of celebrity aspect to it. Because, like, I mean, the game is already boring as shit. You might as well go ahead and be like, okay, is there any, like, celebrities out there that just want to play, like, football since it's going to be a shit game and no one's going to really play any crazy defense? So,
Or make
just-
it like flag football. Like, you know?
Just get rid of the Pro Bowl altogether and just have a celebrity bowl.
Yeah.
You know?
I'd watch that.
Hell yeah, dude.
This year, Alec Baldwin.
Aren't they making a lot of the girls' leagues flag football style?
I don't know.
That's why I read some stuff about that, but yeah. I think flag football's a lot of fun.
They're still wearing bikinis and stuff?
Hell yeah.
I don't give a hoot.
My idea, actually, you'd want to keep the players separated on East and West and make the advantage in the Super Bowl. So whoever wins the game, you get either the ball first in the first half and second half. First. You know what I'm saying? So you get the ball first in the first quarter, and then you get the ball first in the second or in the third quarter when you come back from halftime. That would be a huge advantage.
That
And
seems like a kind of an unfair advantage, though.
it does seem like an unfair advantage, but hey, if your defense is good enough, it's no advantage at all.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
you gotta
That's-
think there might be one or two players that are on that Pro Bowl team that might actually go to the Super Bowl and feel those repercussions.
Yeah, I don't think it should impact the Super Bowl because then it's like screws over people in the Super Bowl, you know? People that actually made it. These other guys didn't make it, you know? I don't know. Doesn't seem
give
like
them-
it'd be very fair.
Just give the winners their own fashion line at JCPenney.
Okay, so now let's move into the commercials. Are probably one of the biggest things about the Super Bowl. Do you guys have any predictions for anything crazy we're going to see Sunday?
I would like to see Puppy Monkey Baby make a return.
Puppy Monkey Baby.
You remember Puppy Monkey Baby?
I remember that shit.
The Doritos commercial?
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Something I really have noticed over like the past
That's-
two Super Bowls is that the commercials are getting lamer and lamer.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that I remember when I was younger, I remember a lot of those commercials really went for hard humor. Like what's
Okay.
something that's going to make you laugh really hard?
So do you have any predictions, though?
I predict that we might get 2 or 3 funny commercials, and then the rest of them are just going to be your basic run-of-the-mill commercials, but they're brand new with a new celebrity.
Okay, but do you have any predictions of any commercial, any type of commercials we're going to see?
Nah, not really.
Do you think the commercials are going to be really woke or anything?
Oh.
I can see that.
Do you think your mom's gonna have anything to say about the commercials?
Oh my gosh,
I don't know,
dude.
maybe.
Do you think? Oh,
No,
you're good.
No, go ahead.
Do you think she's
riffing.
gonna be like positive, being like, "Look, he's got his hand around his eye"? Because I mean,
that's
if
my
she's gonna
family.
be doing that, I want to see which part she pauses on and shit. Because I mean, stuff is intriguing.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna say we get a new Brie Larson car commercial, and then we also get a new Batman trailer, one that hasn't been aired yet.
yeah, that gives us a nugget, a new nugget.
Yeah, like a new scene or something,
Oh man, that'd be sick.
and a commercial for a sci-fi movie that hasn't been revealed yet.
Oh, I do have a prediction.
Okay.
We are going to see the trailer for the Lord of the Rings Amazon show
That's a good one.
during the Super Bowl.
Okay, I'm gonna officially predict Puppy Monkey Baby makes a return. Okay, I'm gonna piggyback off Connor and say it's not gonna be a Batman trailer. It's gonna be a scene.
Scene? Okay.
It's around 30 to 45 seconds long.
Okay.
That will probably feature Batman and Catwoman interacting in some way. And then I think I'm gonna predict that we get an official season 3 trailer, right, for The Boys. They do season 3, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
The boys.
The Boys.
Amazon.
Ooh, that's a great ass show.
Really?
Yeah. I was gonna make something outlandish, but I'm gonna try to win some points here.
Who do you think's gonna win the Super Bowl?
Rams.
Oh man,
I would say Rams. That defense is so good.
Freaking stupid this year, bro. I don't even know.
but at the same time, I mean, the front four for the Rams is like the big thing because they're gonna go through that offensive line like butter, I think.
Yeah.
But I
Like
don't
a
know,
wet
man.
paper
Joe
sack,
Burrow's proven all year that fucking as long as he's the quarterback, if he can get the ball out of his hands, then he's gonna do something with it.
It's
I
not
don't
looking
know.
good. It's not looking good for the Bengals or something.
Bengals.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really one of those games that I don't know who is gonna win.
If they can't win this Super Bowl, then they are going to get knocked down to the lower tier. And I think it's like middle school or some shit. So, I mean,
Yeah, take on these 5th graders.
yeah, bro, so you guys really got to pull this one out. You're
I'll
Mighty
say,
Ducks this motherfucker.
I will say this that I'm glad that Matthew Stafford was able to get to the Super Bowl after being on a very shitty Detroit Lions team for a long time.
Over a decade.
Yeah.
Dang.
So he's finally got a chance to be at the Super Bowl, and I hope that he gets a win.
Yeah, me too.
Guy from the Bengals? The
Rams.
other Rams. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just not voting for the Bengals to win it because they beat the Chiefs, and I think they're just going to choke.
See,
Yeah.
that's also a reason for me to kind of root for the Bengals is because like I'd rather my team get beat by the Super Bowl champs and say like, well, at least we got beat by the team that ended up winning that year, so we can always say like, well, we
can see
lost
that.
to the
Wow.
NFL Super Bowl team that year.
Yeah, just give yourself a good excuse. I get you.
Like as Kansas City fans are like down on the ground, like, no. Like, there's at least a little dignity left where we're like,
Yeah.
it's not like while they're dying like a hawk comes down and like, you know.
All I'm saying is like it felt like shit watching that game against what was it, like the Patriots versus the Rams, that Super Bowl that we like were left out that year,
Yeah.
and the Rams ended up. No wait, it was the Eagles. I think was it the Eagles?
I can't remember.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Patriots Rams. It was very low scoring.
Yeah, it was one of those games that was just a super low scoring game, and it was like, man, how much of a better game would this be if the Chiefs were in it right now?
Against the Patriots?
It would have been against the Rams.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because that was also the same year we had that crazy game against the Rams, I want to say. The Monday night game.
Yeah.
My conspiracy, or not my conspiracy.
No, go ahead,
Do
Kyle.
Yeah, break it down.
Budweiser is finally going to bring back the frogs.
Dude, I was thinking that earlier. You said
yeah.
commercials about the Super Bowl, dude. Those were the best when I was a kid.
It is the age of nostalgia. They
Yeah,
might
this
bring
is-
back like
exactly.
those old 90s stuff.
That'd be great.
There's going to be something from that era of those commercials come back.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
Coca-Cola might bring back the polar bear.
That would be
The
sick.
polar bear comes back every Christmas. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Come on, Jackson.
You just don't
remember
watch
the
enough
polar bear?
commercials.
You're right. I don't watch enough commercials.
It's always back.
The only commercials I watch are on YouTube.
Yeah.
Fuck, I hate those commercials so much.
I paid the premium to not have to deal with
Yeah.
that
Dude,
shit.
if you get on that Brave browser thing or whatever, I think you don't have commercials on YouTube.
Dang,
Really?
that is brave.
Instead of using the YouTube app, but if you do it on the it's called Brave. It's just like different browser instead of like Safari and stuff.
Huh.
It's pretty bad. And like I tried it the other day, and no commercials on YouTube, bro. But I can see. So and otherwise it would have been like every 20 seconds it'd be like,
Yeah,
hey, you need to, or just I don't even know. It's random shit.
especially
I
on
saw someone talking about some trick to where if you click on whatever video that you're about to watch, and if you skip to the very end to where, you know, you get like the replay option and stuff like that, if you just click replay from there, it doesn't play any ads throughout the rest of the video.
Let's try that.
So many commercials everywhere though. Like it's just annoying, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
You're on your phone, you get spam calls.
I remember back in the day when they just began to put those ads like above YouTube videos, and people were going, "What the fuck?"
or like the first time they put ads on Facebook, it was like, what the hell, man?
Our forefathers saw this shit coming down.
Yeah, man. I remember a day of MySpace where you just get on someone's profile and it just be all their shit. There wasn't advertisements or anything like that.
They try to sneak one in every once in a while. It's like, well,
You say, "Fuck you."
yeah.
On their profile
Advertisements
has
just
like
keep adapting.
there's like pot leaves all over the back of their profile, and then there's like a gun for the cursor.
so sick, dude. That shit was so cool. And you had like a song you chose whenever people went on there.
Yeah.
And, like started blasting it.
At Fireman by Lil Wayne playing on their page.
The background's so cool.
Duffel bag.
All right, so now let's move into the last topic. The Nintendo Direct happened a few days ago, and basically showcasing all the newest games coming out in the first half of 2022. So there's a couple ones. We're just going to go through our favorite ones that happened in that Nintendo Direct, and then we'll end it. So,
I think, yeah. The first thing I was kind of shocked about was that they're adding like 40 something new tracks to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which I think is gonna be like $20 for all of them.
I think it was 25.
25, yeah. They're gonna be released in waves, but you pay 25, you get all of them. That's pretty sick. And then Xenoblade Chronicles 3 looks sick. I'm glad they're still making those games. But those were my favorites. And that Project Triangle strategy game looks insane. That like Final
Those look
Fantasy.
really good.
Yeah, like
excited about
Tactics spiritual successor, they're saying.
I've got a thing for like sports games. I don't know what it is. I just really like sports games. And that like Super Smash, what is it called?
The soccer one?
Yeah.
Dude, that game looks sick.
Yeah, that game looks really cool, man.
Yeah.
That seems
It's like
sick.
Super Smash Brothers, but it's a game of soccer version.
Battle League
Yeah.
sounds awesome.
There's
yeah,
like
Battle League.
what is
That's
there
it.
like 3 or 4 players on each side? It's just real small arena.
Yeah.
Superpowers, like all kinds of crazy shit.
That sounds
Yeah, and
awesome.
then Wii Sports got announced or Switch Sports, whatever. Wii Sports for the Switch,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have baseball, so you know,
doesn't
It
have
doesn't have
baseball.
disc golf.
no.
What? Why would it not have that?
It's got like what is it? Badminton, and then tennis,
Bowling.
bowling, a couple other things.
Just at least it has bowling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I always found bowling to be kind of boring, though.
I always enjoyed it.
yeah.
The Wii bowling's like kind of cool.
They're missing baseball for sure, though. They gotta have baseball.
Yeah,
baseball,
dude.
was fun on Wii Sports.
They are adding golf at a later date after release. So
Dude, remember we used to play that Tiger Woods game all the time?
Yeah, dude.
That was
it was a
so
lot of fun.
dude. I was so surprised it was so fun.
Just sitting there listening to metalcore music and playing Tiger Woods.
Right. the game itself, there's like no sound. It's like wind and a bird every once in a while. But we're just like...
Yeah. Whenever you get a shot off, the commentator will be like, "Oh, looks like he's going to be in the rough there." And then it's like, "Oh, fuck, I guess I'm shooting in the rough."
You just see a golf ball going like into the trees and you're like, "Fuck."
Oh, he's going to be backed up a bit there.
My favorite announcement from it was probably that Kirby, the new Kirby
yeah,
game.
man,
That game looks crazy.
it's out of
fun.
control.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about Kirby like becoming just like skin over cars and like
It is kind
big
of
triangles?
the Super Mario Odyssey
Yeah.
thing again.
I just, as soon as I saw him like open his mouth and jump on the car, I was like, "What the hell, dude?"
Yeah.
Became a car or something?
You can like,
Shape?
Looks like Kirby is just like opening his mouth and just like jumping.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
just
the
looks like
car's
he's.
still there. It's just like the skin over it.
Yeah, and he does it to like multiple objects. I think it's cool that you can upgrade the way powers are, like when you swallow, like the sword fighter guy. Initially, it's just a sword, but then through the game, you can power up different trees to make it like, okay, now you have a dragon helmet and like a dragon sword. Okay, now you have like, and like you upgrade the way the abilities work, dude. I thought that was sick.
That does look really cool.
Yeah.
As I was watching that trailer, once it showed like the thing where, or once it showed Kirby like engulfing the car and shit, I like the first thing I thought in my head, I was like, are we gonna get like a Kirby Universe Simpsons Hit and Run game or some shit?
Oh my god, bro.
That'd be awesome.
But once it started showing more of the gameplay, I was like, okay, it's starting to make more sense.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I liked was that Live Alive and Triangle Strategy.
Yeah.
I like the way that Square Enix is redoing these games with the layered backgrounds.
Yeah.
And yeah, it looks like an art project almost, you know.
It's like a natural evolution of what they did with like Bravely Default. How they had those like hand painted backgrounds. Super cool.
What was yours, Connor?
Probably Triangle Strategy. Not really interested in a lot of the other stuff, you know. Live Alive looked cool, but yeah, nothing really popped for me, you know what I'm saying? I think Splatoon 3 looks weird. Like,
Dude.
just listening to the audio in that game is weird, and then the gameplay is, I don't know, maybe even weirder.
Dude, I'm telling you, for anyone who has not ever played Splatoon, you got to check it out. It looks weird, dude. It does, but it is so addicting and so much fun. It's like competitive paintball in like this weird little world. Like, I wish you guys played it, dude. I would love to play that with you guys. Yeah.
Look this stuff up.
I'm really excited for that one. Mandy played a lot of Salmon Runs, so those new Salmon Run changes they added in the Direct, she was like geeking out about.
Salmon Run?
Yeah.
You like raise salmon?
So like Splatoon is like teams of 4 fighting each other, right, with guns and all these different paint things, right? Salmon Run is like you're not versing people, you're on a team against like enemies that are constantly spawning like waves of enemies.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it almost like this on Tony Hawk, the multiplayer mode where you turn stuff blue or red?
Yeah.
The spot, like the battle,
tag the spot or whatever.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. You have to like paint the ground while people are shooting at you, so you're killing them, they're killing you, but whoever has the most ground covered in their color paint at the end wins. And you can like swim through the paint if it's your color paint or whatever. It's really cool.
Huh. The graphics on this game look pretty wild on my like super cracked phone right here. They're pretty good from here. I mean,
Jackson, did you have anything?
Is this
Just this-
Nintendo Direct.
no, that was like the very first thing, the Battle League.
Yeah,
That's
the
what I was
soccer
most
game.
interested in.
Okay. You guys ever all say yours?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And to finish it out, let's go into Yo Dude, check this out.
Yo, dude, check this out. So Interstellar is like one of my favorite like space movies of all time. I just recently found out that Christopher Nolan's brother, I think Jonathan Nolan, I might fuck that up, but I'm very sure it's Jonathan Nolan. Jonathan Nolan actually wrote the story for it like a long time ago, and it's set in production hell for like a long time. Steven Spielberg was originally slated to actually direct the movie, and after it like sat forever because they just didn't think technology was good enough to do the movie at that point. When it came around to do it, Steven Spielberg did not want to do it, so he was just like, let's just have my brother do it. And guess like whenever he was writing the movie, he went to like school for like aerospace and all kinds of different physics and stuff like that for 4 years.
Christopher did or his brother?
Jonathan Nolan did.
Wow.
direct Interstellar?
No, to write the movie.
Oh, to write it.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do for sci-fi to make sci-fi good, man.
Like he wanted it to be like as accurate as possible,
Right.
and stuff like that. And what's crazy is whenever they made that movie, the black hole that they rendered in the movie looked very specific or very close to the very first black hole they ever got a picture of.
So they
dope.
guessed how it would look, kind of.
Yeah, and it ended up being like insanely accurate.
Yeah, the time dilation thing or whatever in that movie is super trippy, dude.
Yeah.
It's like hard to understand, kind of, or whatever.
There's a video on YouTube that explains it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get it, but yeah.
I learned a lot about that movie the other day.
Yo, dude, check this thing out that's not as interesting as Jackson's. In 1997's Titanic, the person who actually drew the charcoal drawing of naked Kate Winslet was James Cameron himself.
He was like, all right, I got to draw you.
It wasn't Leo. It was not Leo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, check this out. Sinking 1,000 New York City subway cars in the Atlantic Ocean to create a barrier reef didn't go as planned. What? So, like a couple of years ago, so a lot of countries, what they'll do is to make new reefs, they'll just take big, large structures and, God, you hear that whistle? God, big yard, go my subway.
He's having a stroke.
Get the salt. I'm not a doctor.
Never leave this basement.
Here's a salt tablet. You'll be fine.
So pretty much they take like big structures and put them in the ocean to try to make artificial reefs, and it works a lot of the time. And what like San Francisco, I think what they did was they took a lot of their road cars and made a reef with those and stuff like that. But New York City, they were gonna have to get rid of their big rail cars, the ones that are silver that you always see in like movies and stuff in the 90s, like the big silver rail cars in the subway.
Yeah.
They were like, hey, let's take these and make a reef out of it. And they did that, and this was only like a couple years ago. And already all those rail cars are deteriorating at record speeds just because a lot of the welds they used weren't good enough.
Oh,
and
God.
It's just reacting with the steel and stuff like that, and they're already deteriorating so fast. So now you just have this reef of all these freaking rail cars that are just falling apart super
my
fast.
Just nasty and rusty. And
Yeah,
ugh.
and it's doing the exact opposite of what they wanted to do. And there's like I said at the beginning, there's like over 1,000 down there. 1,000 New York City subway cars in the Atlantic Ocean.
Hey, they had to do something with them.
They probably should have tested out 10.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We'll start with 10 before we do 1,000.
Wow.
Jeez.
They had to start deteriorating before they got them all down there. I mean, or I don't know.
think.
Maybe
It sounds
they just-
like the kind of idea that guy from Don't Look Up would have come up with. You know, the guy that was supposed to be like Steve Jobs.
right.
We're going to take 1,000 New York City subway cars.
And see, the thing is, they were supposed to last for about 25 years. They started deteriorating in months.
Wow, dude.
Gosh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. Boss said we're not supposed to put any more cards in here.
Tony, I'm gonna need you to stop putting those fucking subway carts into the ocean.
What? And he's on a big ass crane.
I'm already halfway there.
There's no reefs down there.
Freaking
I'll stop when it's lunchtime.
breaking my balls here. No, but yeah,
Connor?
thank you for having me on the podcast and stuff, dude. This is awesome, man.
Yeah,
You're welcome, man.
Yeah.
We just wanted to have some laughs and have a good time.
It's the first podcast I've ever seen or been involved with, so, you know. I need to have a cigarette now, because wow.
You starstruck there?
I didn't want to say anything. That's why I was sweating when I first came out.
Like shit, all these big names.
Oh my god.
Their voices come out on the radio.
Is this Epstein's Island? All these big names tonight.
This is not, but were we all in the black book?
Well,
Probably. No.
I'll talk about all that stuff, I'm sure, unless you guys want to.
Yeah.
Next time.
Maybe
My
next
first time on Epstein Island, it was.
He was 4 years old. No.
I was 13. They took me into this room and
He ate ass.
They just had a plate of ass for me. One big butthole.
I don't know. It was a room. I was all by myself, but there was a big glass window there, and on the other side of the room, I kept hearing prices, and they kept going up as I was. I heard 16,000, 17,000.
All right. Once again, Charles, thank you for being on the podcast. All right. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Thank you for crashing with friends, and we'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Later.
Guys.
Crashing with Friends.
Podcast.